What is the domain of a linear function graph in algebra? Have you ever wondered how far a linear function can go? Today, we are going to uncover the concept of the domain in linear functions. The domain is simply the set of all possible input values for a function. For linear functions, this is quite straightforward. A linear function is typically expressed in the form of f of x equals m times x plus. In this equation, m represents the slope of the line, and b is the y-intercept. The beauty of linear functions is that they can accept any real number as input. This means that the domain of a linear function is all real numbers. To visualize this, think about the graph of a linear function. It appears as a straight line that stretches infinitely in both directions along the x-axis. Since this line never ends, every real number corresponds to a point on the graph. Therefore, the domain includes all real numbers from negative infinity to positive infinity. Let's consider an example to make this clearer. If you have a linear function such as f of x equals to times x plus 3, you can substitute any real number for x, whether you choose negative 10, 0, or 5. The function will provide a valid output. Now there is one interesting case to keep in mind. If the linear function is a horizontal line, meaning the slope is 0, the equation simplifies to f of x equals b in this scenario, while the domain remains all real numbers. The range, or the set of possible outputs, is limited to just that single value b. So, to recap, the domain of any linear function is all real numbers unless there is a specific restriction mentioned. This characteristic is what makes linear functions so accessible and easy to work with. You can express the domain using interval notation as negative infinity to positive infinity. Understanding the domain is a fundamental step in graphing and working with linear functions in algebra. It helps you know which input values are valid and allows you to predict the outputs accurately. So, next time you encounter a linear function, remember that its domain is wide open, welcoming all real numbers to join the party.